Imagine you're out for a run and suddenly a beautiful sea maiden drags you beneath the waves. Congratulations, you've just been killed by a mermaid! Welcome to the darker side of mermaid myths. They aren't the friendly fishwomen of fairy tales you've heard about in books. Today you'll discover how these creatures transform from bird women in Greek myth into the sinister sea monsters that haunt our nightmares and were far more deadly than Disney taught us. Mermaids and their male counterparts have fascinated humans for millennia. In Greek legend, the original sirens weren't fish-tailed at all, but half-bird, half-woman singers, whose irresistible melodies drove seafarers mad. As art and folklore evolved, those bird women became fish-tailed temptresses, and their deadly song morphed into the mermaid myth we know today. Let's start with the sirens of Homer's epics. In the Argonautica, Orpheus drowned out their song with his lyre so Jason's crew could sail safely past. In the Odyssey, Odysseus ordered his men to plug their ears with beeswax, then had himself lashed to the mast, desperate to hear the siren's voice and live to tell the tale. After Odysseus resisted, legend says the sirens, robbed of their power, threw themselves into the sea. Centuries later, Roman poets like Ovid reimagined them as sea-linked nymphs cursed by Demeter or challenged by Aphrodite. In every version, their beautiful song hid a deadly trap, but merfolk legends aren't just about women. In Greek myth, the fisherman Glaucus swallowed a magical herb and sprouted a fishtail. Immortal and prophetic, he appeared to lost sailors, guiding them to safety. Triton, son of Poseidon and Amphitrite, was born half man, half fish, acting as his father's herald in the depths. Sometimes helpful, sometimes hostile, Triton could calm storms by blowing his conch or wrestle heroes beneath the waves. These male mer creatures show that ancient sea lore included both saviors and predators. Cross the Mediterranean to the east, and you meet even stranger beasts. In Mesopotamia, the goddess Atargatis threw herself into a lake to join her drowned lover. The gods spared her life, but gave her a fish's body below the waist. In Japan, the Ningyo is mostly fish with only a small human head, and golden horns, a red belly, and extra eyes. Said to grow up to 35 feet long, Ningyo were captured only by large gangs, and eating their flesh was rumored to grant centuries of life. Far from the sweet-singing mermaid, these creatures were more sea monster than mythic maidens. In Slavic folklore, the rusalka are the restless spirits of young women who died by drowning, often victims of abuse or betrayal. In spring, they rise from lakes to bless fields with their life force. By midsummer, they lure men to the water's edge with enchanting voices, then tickle them to death or drown them in their flowing hair. From a distance, they appear as beautiful maidens. Up close, their hair turns green and their faces twist in malevolence. Only if their deaths were avenged could a rusalka find peace. Even medieval Europe found mermaids as ominous. In Britain and Ireland, sailors told of mermaids who predicted storms or disasters, calling ships toward hidden reefs. Some tales spoke of kind mermothers who saved drowning fishermen and taught herbal cures found among seaweed. These dual-natured beings blurred the line between curse and blessing, reminding seafarers that fate often rides the waves. Why do these myths endure? Because mermaids embody the ocean's eternal mystery, a surface of breathtaking beauty and hiding crushing depths. They're a perfect metaphor for temptation and alluring promise that can end in ruin. In modern culture, from The Little Mermaid to blockbuster superhero films, we're still drawn to this duality of beauty and danger. Mermaids remind us beauty can conceal danger. Across cultures, they taught sailors respect for the unknown deep and that curiosity can cost you your life. And so, as you walk along the shore or dive beneath the waves, remember the mermaid's true legacy, seductive and deadly, a reminder that what we don't understand can be the most terrifying of all. Which mermaid myth chilled you the most? Let me know below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe stay dry.